Hello, Internet. Today we are back with another TRV Storytime. Let's hit it!
This has been a TRV production.
Okay. So, when I was in the 6th grade, there was a bunch of fights at school, which is pretty intense for little 11-year-olds, right? And I noticed that, that there's a lot, and I want to know what's going on. So, after 4th period one day, I gotta go to the bathroom, right? So I go into the bathroom, and I hear loud noises, and I walk in, and it's these two dudes that are fighting. So guy number 1 and guy number 2 are going at each other, and guy number 2 punches him in the face, and guy number 1 gets a bloody nose. It's insane. So I'm like, yo, I'm out, and I just run away and go back to class. So after that, I'm intrigued, so I ask a bunch of people that I saw in there, and I asked them questions yo, what was going on in there? Why were guy number 1 and guy number 2 fighting? And they're like, oh, it's this thing that we do, it's called slapboxing. And I'm like, oh, that's weird, why? And they explained to me what it is. So basically, it's like a fist fight, but you're slapping each other, you know? And I'm like, whoa, guy number 1 got rocked in there. And they're like, yeah, it was insane. So that was on a Friday. The weekend goes by, and on Monday, I get word of that there's going to be a fight with a fake name, Carl. Yeah, Carl versus Jack. Carl versus Jack. So, I get word that after 6th period, Carl and Jack are gonna fight. So, I don't have an intention of going to see it, because I know I'd get in trouble myself, and I'm good at avoiding trouble ever since the past story times of 5th grade. So, I hear that Carl and Jake are fighting, so I know people that are going to go see it. So I go to class, 7th period now, and Carl and Jake are not in class, and a bunch of other friends. So I'm like, oh god, it's going down out there. So then a bunch of Carl and Jake's friends come running in, and it's like, bro, it was intense. And they're like, the dean and the vice principal were there, and the custodians were there. And I was like, yo, explain, tell me everything. So one of the guys say, bro, I got it on video. So I tell him, dude, you gotta send me that video. So after class, he sends me the video, and I look at it. Carl and Jake were going at it, bro. They were slapping each other in the face, cornering each other. They were fighting, bro. It was insane. Words cannot describe how amazed I was. So the day after that, which is a Tuesday, in the morning, there is another fight. These guys are still going at it after 2 of the slapboxers got caught, Carl and Jake. So, let's give some more fake names. Phineas and Ferb. So, Phineas and Ferb fight in the morning, and I didn't see that because I came to school late that day. And as the school day goes on, the dean comes into the classroom, plucking people from the classroom and taking them to her office. And I'm like, dang, someone snitched. We all knew that somebody on the inside snitched. And I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm not a part of this, because I'm trying to stay out of trouble, and I stayed out of trouble. So since I wasn't a part of him, I'm just watching from the background as people get whisked away. And eventually, Carl and Jake walk into the class, and we're like, yo, I got suspended. So they take their stuff, they go home. More people, guy number 2, and so now it's lunchtime, right? So I'm talking to my homies, Cole, from the previous story. He's like, bro, this is insane. All these people got taken away. Do you know why? And since I've learned all this, even like somehow I know all this information without even being involved with it. So I tell him everything, and he's like, dang, that's crazy. So now I'm determined to find out who snitched. So I go out, I find a bunch of people that were involved but haven't gotten taken by the dean yet. I talk to them, I interview them, trying to find out who snitched. But I'm gonna save that part for part 2. Bye.